Hello and welcome to Here's Your Apology. I'm your host, Nate, and with me as always is Levi. I want to kind of get right into it if we can. Just start talking about
Get right into it.
What is it called? No Kings?
No
Kings Day?
protests.
No Kings protest. That is so fucking dumb. I don't know.
This will come out like a week later. We're still
been
talking
ruined.
about it.
We've been ruined. Yeah.
Listen, we're still talking about it here.
It's still, it's something we want to hold on to. No, it's so funny because it's already nothing. In a week out, it's going to be even more of a nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But that's,
That's kind of the news of it, though, for me.
right. That's like, because...
We'll be right back.
That when they had the women's march the first time around, that was like No Kings 1.0,
Right.
It
Yeah,
was like a
the
way
first time.
bigger turnout, like way bigger success. It seemed like there was some congruency as far as the hats and all that,
Yeah.
But it definitely feels like the protest train has lost a little bit of steam,
Right.
even though it still felt like there was a decent turnout for this one.
Yeah. I think they really messed up on the hats. No hats. I think you kind of hit it there.
Some sort of unifying thing, especially if it's nationwide.
Right.
Like something, a crown.
Crowns.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Burger King crown.
how are we thinking of this? Yeah.
Burger King birthday crown.
Exactly.
It's the whole crowd.
Just like a crowd of people unified. That's the problem,
Yeah. Yeah, but they did it for, like you said, they did it for the women's march. Because they had hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was everyone was knitting them, and you had a bunch of women. So,
Yeah.
it was easy to produce.
No Kings. That's such a funny fucking thing.
It's like all left-wing protests where it's like not for anything specifically. It's just kind of for all of their causes and policy desires and stuff like that. All hodgepodge together at a protest that doesn't make, it's like there's no unity.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm looking at this whole thing like, every relationship in society is an exchange. Well, we've been in this like weird relationship with like masculine, feminine for a while now.
Yeah.
The emerging of like, Andrew Tate and the Fresh and Fit podcast, just shit like that, right? So It's like, that's kind of where our culture is. Now that we've been in a society relationship with, kind of at odds with our women, they're starting to argue. They're starting to protest like women argue. Just everything. They don't want to argue about the topic at hand.
Yeah.
They want to argue about every...
Just, are you upset?
Fucking...
Come let your voice be known.
Yeah. Come downtown and...
What are you upset about something in your life? Come let your voice be known at protests.
Come stomp.
Yeah.
It's like, oh...
You're allowed to scream as loud as you want. We encourage it. Like that's... I feel like that's what left-wing women like to do, is just scream at the top of their lungs. And that's like empowering to them,
I mean, it does make sense.
That's like they're all like bonding with each other.
They're all getting hugs and shit.
Yeah, like it's just like,
I saw a video of some dude just filming. I think it was in Seattle, just filming, and people were coming up to him, flipping out.
yeah,
right.
That's how these protests always are,
Then an additional person walks up and says, "Are you okay?" To the people that are flipping out about this guy filming.
Yeah. Do you feel unsafe?
Yeah. I was like, well, that's why they scream at the top of their lungs, because that's how they've always gotten attention. Well,
true.
There's only so
probably
many times
true.
we can beat a dead horse, Levi.
It's probably true. I've never ever in my life felt the desire to protest anything, to like go show up. We're putting signs together, you know, like I don't have that in me. So when I see it, I don't understand it. It feels pointless to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of me too.
Because it's like, what are you actually accomplishing with this?
Yeah. They say it's like to make your voice heard, like, but as we just saw, like that, like protesters can be bought.
Yeah.
Like obviously they can manufacture a protest. So it's like you're really not getting your voice heard because nobody knows what the fuck is
and again, there's no unity
going on.
And it's like, I wish I had the excitement in me when I hear about a protest to want to like participate, because the Newsies is my favorite musical.
Okay.
You know that story?
The little newspaper kids?
Yeah, going on strike and sticking it to the man and like winning.
Singing about it?
Exactly. I love that movie with Christian Bale.
Yeah. It was a real old movie.
Oh, yeah. Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a classic in my opinion.
Extra,
so like I know how I like when I watched that as a kid, I saw the excitement of sticking it, you know what I mean? Of going on strike, sticking it to the man, protesting and winning, because that's what that whole story is about.
Yeah.
But like, it's not how it works out in real life.
Real life. Yeah.
Yeah. But because of that movie, I think I kind of understand where they're coming from when they're out there protesting. They feel like that. They feel like the Newsies, like they're banding together to stick it to the, and they think it's gonna work, right? But but like watching it, it feels corny a little bit because it feels like they're playing out this like musical theater fantasy of like how they think this is gonna go. We're all gonna band together and we're going on strike, you know?
Yeah, there's like it's like getting shot, right? In the movies it's totally sexy and cool and there's a slow motion and then you watch an episode of Cops or some shit where a guy gets mowed down and you're like, that's actually really violent, like insanely violent.
Yeah,
like
it makes me feel weird on the inside.
Yeah, makes me feel weird on the inside.
I also don't know what would I protest. Like, what would I care enough about to protest? You
to
know?
Go outside for?
What would you care enough? If there was
protest?
like, what would a cause be that would excite you enough to get out there, make a sign, spend your weekend at a protest? I can't think of a single thing.
No, I wouldn't do any. I mean, I've been to a protest before. So I came to my conclusion because I went to it. I got all worked up and I went to a protest before.
But it was just like a militia. The ones Nate's goes to, it's more like a gathering of militias.
Yeah, they called it a meeting.
Yeah. We were protesting.
They took roll.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I think I forgot what I went to a protest.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is gay. Like, no one cares that we're here.
Right.
The entire time I was like, no one's reading this sign.
Yeah.
And even if they do,
who am I doing this for?
Right.
I don't even know who the person is to enact the change that I want. Like, what is you know, like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And it's like, you're just going to make the news. Like, you're going to make the local news. And the only people watching are the people that are there at the protest. Yeah, like, exactly. Oh, I saw myself, you know?
Yeah.
We're not making a difference.
There's been people protesting on the 205 bridge for the Ukraine war for over a year. Throughout, like, on the weekends.
They can't stop now.
What has it accomplished? Nothing.
It's
just virtue signaling, make them feel good about spending their weekend outside or something like that.
That's what the whole city of Portland is about. It's one big virtue signal. How can I fucking outdo?
Yeah.
It's like a weird. Yeah. what disorder I can have,
Yeah.
and how virtuous I can be. It's
yeah.
it's the funniest shit.
I'm trying to think if there's something that I would protest.
If they like personally tried to like take my home,
You would protest.
sure.
I protest. It's more like you just a statement.
Yeah, that's
I
all.
Protest. You cannot have my home.
They're like, oh, okay. Beep.
Yeah.
Beep. Wrecking ball.
Got another protester.
Oh, he's protesting, guys. He's protesting. Wham! My house is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of a fucking thing that I would go outside and stomp my feet about. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Back civil rights, I wouldn't have protested then either.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I probably just the things that matter don't affect me. You know what I mean?
Man March.
Yeah.
Not this guy.
The things that matter don't affect me enough to go out and share my thoughts publicly necessarily.
No, and people already kind of know, you know.
Right.
If you don't have like blue hair, everybody kind of has the same thoughts for the most part, I think.
Yeah. Like boycotts work significantly better than protests.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
There's actually an effect. Showing up and standing somewhere mad has no effect at all. The Bud Light protest, they felt that, and there was actual change, you know?
Right. Yeah.
But if everyone just got mad and went and like protested outside of Bud Light thing and nobody stopped buying it, it wouldn't have worked. But what do you stop buying to protest government?
Exactly. What are you gonna stop?
We just gotta all stop paying taxes. That's the protest.
That's a protest I can get behind.
More of a boycott. It's kind of both, you know?
Yeah. Dude.
And they feel the tightening of their purse strings. If enough people did it, I would do it.
But not
if it's too small a group that I'll probably get in trouble too. I'm not doing it. That kind of tells you like how, as far as like organizing a protest or like like where do you land in are you brave enough to be one of the few who's going to stop paying taxes, show up with the sign, whatever. Like you're committed to being brave enough to showing up and maybe only you showed up.
I would rather only me showed up.
Not for the taxes one.
No, not for the taxes.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's not for the taxes.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not doing it unless a lot of people are doing it. But
you promise?
But it'll require some people to do it first.
You promise you're doing
they're
it?
the brave ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not brave enough to take the first step and be like,
right.
Come on, guys, we're done. I'm not paying taxes. None of us should pay taxes. Yeah. You know? If someone else does that, I might be like, we doing this? Okay.
All right. I guess
you know? So. But that just goes to show how much I even care about that.
Yeah. Would you try and alter it a little bit? All right, guys, we're not paying taxes or tips. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just throw in other things.
No tips for things that aren't food or service jobs.
Yeah. And if you just get me a cup of coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
No tip. Minimal tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's really the only thing that I would go to a protest if it was guaranteed that I would be the only one with the sign.
Well, that's anywhere you could go.
No, I know, but there's
make
nothing.
The sign and go show up anywhere.
I'm saying if there was an issue big enough for me to go protest, the only way I would go protest if it was by myself with a solo sign that would make like max impact rather than me.
You're expecting some like God, this guy has to move for 2 days with this sign.
Yeah, that's how I would.
He's gonna go viral because you just like stood firm with your sign.
And stubble. I'm getting more stubble as the day goes on.
That's about as delusional as these current protesters.
Yeah. But I would.
I'm gonna stand out there. I'm gonna
Mhm.
stand strong.
Just me.
I don't care if it rains. You know.
No, I would go home if it rained. But I would stand out there with like a solo sign. That's something stupid I would do.
Yeah.
That's something stupid I would do, thinking it's cool in the moment, and then be like, "Oh, that was so dumb," later, and make fun of it.
Yeah.
But then I would also. The other thing that could get me to protest is if I was paid.
For sure.
If you gave me money, like $1,000,
I mean, I would too. Yeah.
I'll walk. I might not care.
I don't even care which side I'm on.
Yeah, money talks, man.
100%.
Everybody knows it's fake anyway.
Because like
especially when they see me.
Exactly.
Women's rights. I'm like, yeah.
If I'm getting paid to protest, I don't care what side of the issue you're paying me to be on.
That's what I'm saying.
Which tells you how serious I take protests. Or if lots of these people probably take protests.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to say? Okay.
All right.
Exactly. How much? Okay.
Great. They yeah, because they don't give a shit. Like, what? Wait, what's this cause for?
Tell me what side I'm on. If there's a paycheck, I'll go stand out there with a sign because I know it has no impact. Like, if I thought that me going and doing something, getting paid to go do something would have any kind of effect, I probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, if they were like, go protest this thing, and I thought that me protesting it would cause that thing to happen,
Right.
then I probably wouldn't do it. But because I don't believe that that's the case, I'll go protest on any side. It doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah. Everybody knows it's fake.
We're not making change here. This isn't the protest that's going to make any difference, you know?
Just traffic. You're just making traffic. You're not making change. You're making a lot of people annoyed.
People post, that they were at protests on social media. So there's like that whole virtue signal too. Like,
it's a culture.
Look at my sign. I got all dressed, whatever,
It's so funny because everything they protest is like, it seems like it's last minute. Everything they protest is fucking last minute, dude.
Yeah.
Just like a woman. They're like, no kings. They didn't even think like, oh, he was voted in, won all the swing states. Like,
right.
The majority of Americans back this guy. Like, that didn't even cross their fucking mind. No kings.
Yeah.
Like, that's a last minute woman thing. Like, oh, you're going to.
Yeah, it doesn't resonate because he's obviously not a king. He obviously still has to go through a lot of the, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think maybe they're talking about the deportations, just willy-nilly deportations or something.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
In
Is
that case,
a king thing? Do kings deport people?
Long live the king.
Yeah.
Yeah, do kings deport people or do they like exercise authority over them? Like, do they want?
The point is that he's not.
Right.
Yeah.
If he was a king, you think he'd be a good king?
To some people.
Más o menos.
You definitely just have to be on his side,
What would his side be?
The more of a bootlicker you are, the better off you are. So
yeah, that's true.
I probably wouldn't be doing great. There's a phenomenon. You mess around with AI at all?
Who do you work for?
Do you play around with it?
Just Grok.
Give it little prompts, see what it comes up with.
Just Grok and the typical stupid thing.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a phenomenon that keeps coming up on my TikTok. AI ASMR.
AI ASMR.
Yeah.
And
it's exactly what it sounds like.
It sounds like a nightmare. To be honest, it sounds like a nightmare.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything with AI is scary. Anything with AI is scary for sure.
It's inherently kind of scary because we don't understand it. And don't even try and start explaining it to me because I won't understand it.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
On my TikTok, I've been getting ASMR that's AI generated, and it's things that can't physically exist in the real world, but they do, and it's like this. Like, what's the sound of cutting a glass piece of fruit sound like?
I thought you were gonna say like something like a goblin coming, because that's what I would have.
That's what it sounds like.
No, like if you're gonna ask, sorry, I totally derailed that, but like that's where my mind went, was like, if you're asking AI something, I know you were going ASMR, the sound of a glass cutting, like a glass strawberry being cut through. But my mind went to like something. Why I would be asking crazy, nothing we've ever seen before or can ever see.
Well,
like,
this is
like a goblin.
No, like
having an orgasm.
Physics that can.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So like,
are you generally an ASMR guy? Like, do you like ASMR normally? Because
I can handle small amounts of it. There's certain kinds that I like. Like, I'm not a big like airy type of thing, but like there's this one where it's like scoop slime.
Oh.
Certain things are like moving through foam, like,
oh, I like that.
Yeah, like some
Yeah.
I like. Some I don't really care for. But these AI ones
nail it.
Every time I watch it, I have to like finish it because I want to know what the sound is going to be.
Yeah.
So here's
all right. Let's see this.
Here's the fruit compilation.
Oh, wow.
So these are glass fruits that are being cut through. Like, it's not real. You can't have that. Could never happen in real life.
That's crazy.
But then it also sounds like as if it really happened in real life. Like that's what it would sound like. Yeah. Here's.
Oh, I like this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a nice one,
bro.
The lava just comes.
See, dude.
Here's an egg.
We're fucked. Humanity's fucked. We thought it was going to be Terminator, dude. It's AI ASMR that's going to put us back into the fucking Matrix. I thought it was going to be like some crazy robot.
No.
It's
just gonna.
AI is like, I don't even need to do
It's like, let me just tickle your brain with the things that you find satisfying and interesting, and like reinvent them for you. Now listen to this.
All right.
Know? Yeah. And I can't stop just watching them.
Yeah. As when you were playing them right now, I forgot we were in the middle of a fucking podcast. I was like so mesmerized.
Yeah.
I hate ASMR. Some of it I like.
It's because it's surprising, you know? It's like, is that going to sound exactly how I think it's going to sound? And then it does. And you're like...
perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just...
So it's a sexual thing for us.
So satisfying.
I guess it could be... That's the thing, like... My mom, I was explaining to her what ASMR was a while ago.
Yeah.
She was like, so it's a sex thing. I was like, no, but...
It's like, oh yeah, me and your dad used to be into that.
Yeah, I used to whisper to your father until he couldn't hear. Now she yells.
Yeah.
No, I was explaining it to her. She was just like, she couldn't get that it wasn't a sex thing. And I thought that was so funny because even if it was, that's like the most innocent. Like there's people into crazy things out there. Someone whispering isn't that bad, even if it was like so.
Yeah. It's a pretty cute.
It's a
fetish.
Like, I like it when you tap with your nails.
Yeah.
That's weird, but I'll do it.
There's also, mukbang is kind of ASMR,
Well,
There's AI mukbang. That's ASMR.
see, I can't stand this.
Let me see if
There's AI mukbang. Is that Tulsi Gabbard? Oh, I fucking hate that, dude.
Listen, it's like she's eating lava.
Yeah, but it's her breathing and slurping and shit. It makes me want to smack her in the face.
You're saying it's time for bed, but I think it's time for another mukbang. This is boiling hot lava. Oh my god, this is
This is boiling hot lava. Dude, that is racist because that is how Asians
so incredibly hot. Listen to that
eat.
sizzle.
The crunching is satisfying, but that's how you eat, dude. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that sound. That's weird, right? Dude, what the fuck is the future gonna hold?
I mean, I follow an AI Yeti that vlogs
You sent
on
me a
the
couple-
mountain.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sent me a couple. It's hilarious.
It's crazy because like it's finally starting to get good, you know?
Mhm.
The AI content basically.
Yeah, Bigfoot and
And
Yeti.
so I'm like, I like originally was like, I'm never gonna follow any of these AI accounts. They're so obviously AI,
Right.
you know. But now it's like getting so good that
Yeah.
I'm like,
Damn.
I want to keep seeing the posts that
Yep.
this Yeti, you know.
Dude, they just know. It's like you said, I think it's like AI does this mathematical algorithm to like what things tickle your brain the most. And it's getting so good at predicting.
Yeah.
It's like evolving so fast. We're all going to be plugged in
And
a
it can-
year.
I can bring something up just like instantly almost. It like does
Yeah.
not take a long time. It's like, how does it do it?
It's got to be like all like math and predictive algorithms, and
But how does it go so fast? Like the internet doesn't even go that fast.
it's Satan, dude. That's call me whatever, call me slow, call me, but there's no way. This is all magic or it's the devil. There's
Yeah.
no technology is
No.
not a
No.
fucking thing.
It can't just instantaneously create
Those nerds,
a character
yeah,
with sound effects and videos for you. That's just like,
no way.
here you go.
Yeah,
Fully rendered. This would take somebody else years to make, you know?
plus, yeah, and it's just right here and now. No way, dude.
Hang on, let me find the AI Yeti.
Chat, we are here in downtown Los Angeles at the ICE riots. Holy shit! Holy shit! Bro, did you see that?
He's like running like, oh
I need to
shit
take a blinker.
behind him.
Chat, we are
It doesn't matter what we fucking say. Even if we were like to say the next best thing or some crazy hot take, AI
Can do it better.
is going to does it better.
Yeah.
There's going to be AI podcasts. I mean, I know
There
this has been-
already is, I
there's-
think.
I feel like I'm on the edge of a forest fire, and it's like
No, the
too
future,
late to do anything.
Yeah, the future is going to be completely unknown. I mean, what's going to happen with all this stuff is I feel like, you know, people are like guessing,
Mhm.
but I feel like we don't know. We don't know what's about to happen to us, and I feel like it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder what's going to happen. There's so many different things. Like, it's crazy too because how many like biblical things are coming to pass? Wars, rumors of wars, like, but like, I don't know. It's just wild that it's not nobody, but like the one thing that like the majority of people are just fighting against is like the acknowledgement of God. Just the baseline acknowledgement of God, let alone Jesus Christ is the savior of the world.
Yeah, but it's because we're making this type of stuff. AI is going to become people's God.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like an antichrist. I was thinking about this the other day too.
No, it's not. Cut to this clip. The one I sent you.
Which one?
I'll show you.
The last one you sent me?
I don't know.
Oh, of the baby?
Yeah.
Dude.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, my soul. I worship his soul.
Bro. Bro.
How did that make you feel? I couldn't stop laughing at it, but
I
I also
laughed
felt
so
like
hard.
it's supposed to be like, but I just could. It's funny to me, the whole thing.
It's funny because they manufactured it.
Exactly. It's this AI baby singing perfectly with Jesus.
An AI disabled
So
baby.
I'm just saying that AI might not be the Antichrist.
No, it's for sure. It's for sure.
How many lives do you think people are turning to Jesus because they saw that clip?
Approximately none.
These are tools for good. Is what
That's what I'm trying to say.
the future of Christianity is AI.
Is AI.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we don't fight against flesh. The Bible talks about not fighting against flesh and blood, but
Yeah.
principalities and rulers of the air. Like, that would be AI. That could be AI.
Yeah.
My whole view of like when the Antichrist does come onto the earth, or however that whole thing unfolds, I always felt it was going to be anti-human. Like, just like Jesus was born of a virgin, he's going to be born of something else.
So you think AI
makes
the
sense,
Antichrist,
right? It could be.
Yeah.
Dude, it's claimed that it's the devil.
It will have full control over humanity at some point,
Well,
there's no doubt about that.
and it's also said, like, there's record of it saying that it's the devil. There are
but there's
also
record of it
worshipers-
saying a bunch of
I know.
stuff. You can
That's
get
true.
it to say whatever you want.
That's probably true. I'll be skeptical like that at this point.
I've heard it make arguments for biblical things that were convincing,
Sure. I mean, time will tell.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical
No, for sure.
of
I
it
think
too,
it's
but it makes
good to-
sense.
I think it's good to be skeptical, but I also think it's too late. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's out of our control, and I think it's gonna be crazy. Whatever ends up happening.
I believe I'm the one to stop this.
I've been called to stop AI.
I've been donned by God.
I had a dream that I was being called to stop AI.
Single-handedly.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it was just a dream, but it felt so real.
I don't know if it was a dream. I think it was
It felt so real.
something beyond this
Yeah.
life. Just calling me. Yeah, no, I think that's made sense to me from the beginning. And then the thing is, like, what you just fucking showed me, cutting the glass fruit, plug me in right now. Let me just watch it. Give me all the disgusting food. Let me watch TikTok videos.
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah. But also people always don't trust things they don't understand.
People always
And
don't.
because we'll probably never understand AI, we'll never fully trust it. But the next generation, they're going to be getting married to these things.
Oh, for sure.
So, maybe we're just old school. Maybe we're just old men thinking this is the end of the world, and
Hoping.
it's really not. Just like the guys who thought boys and girls bumping, grinding at high school dances was the end of the world. This is ushering in the apocalypse. They said this would happen.
A whole generation of
Footloose, isn't that what Footloose is about?
Yeah, what is
Dancing's illegal or something?
dancing's John Lithgow made dancing illegal in this county. And then Kevin Bacon showed up.
So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
maybe that's what we are.
Smoking cigarettes and moon sliding.
It's just the
Moonwalking.
next generation
Moon
thing
sliding.
that we'll never understand.
Yeah, it is looking like this is it though.
It does.
But like you said, maybe it'll just keep getting worse.
Yeah.
That's our hope.
Yeah,
Right?
eventually it will be Wall-E. I mean, Wall-E, it's just such like a prophetic movie, I feel like.
Yeah.
Given the extent of all of our technology,
Did you
like if we could push our technology to the fullest extent of comfort and care and safety and convenience, it would be Wall-E. It already kind of is. You go to Disneyland and the amount of people in freaking wheelchairs there just scooting themselves around because they're so fat that they can't stand up is exponential every single year. It just keeps getting more and more and more.
Yeah, it's wild. Dude, my wife and I just had this exact conversation with one of my wife's friends.
About the world being Wall-E.
Yes.
It's true. I see that. I watch that movie and I see
That's crazy.
our future.
Yeah. No, for
But
sure.
then I also hope that I see our future in the way that they return back to Earth and humanity.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. No.
They just need a robot to lead them to being human again,
Oh, like a savior?
Yeah, a robot savior.
Oh, like an AI?
But like a good AI that's on the human side.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. I mean, this
one that's
it's just
convinced
like
us
it's
we're
a
on
loop.
It's
a loop of things, It's like we create the thing that destroys us. Then one of those that goes rogue, saves us. We create. It's like tale as old as time.
Yeah. Yeah. You heard it from Levi.
It's true. iRobot, same thing.
iRobot, Johnny 5.
It's like they were the bad robots, but then the good robots came in and saved us.
Yeah, but those ones were
And we completely destroyed the bad robots.
Yeah, that was a movie though.
Wall-E is a movie.
Right.
That's what the messaging is in the movie.
I know, but
it's gonna happen exactly like that. Watch.
Is it?
Yes.
Just like a Pixar film.
100%.
Have you ever watched
Elon Musk said Starliner is gonna get us to Mars. Okay,
Bro. Bro, Elon said. Dude, we started this whole episode out talking about how like getting shot in the movies was completely different than reality. In reality, shit gets violent. It gets bullets tear through your flesh, and I'm assuming hot.
Yeah, probably stings.
People scream for a couple minutes.
Imagine.
It's like embarrassing.
Sting like
Ah!
burns. I think it feels like it burns.
Yeah. Oh, that's if it doesn't bounce around in your fucking body,
Yeah.
and then you just scream before. But it's like, dude, if Wall-E's the movie, reality is gonna be so much darker.
Yeah, it's gonna be one spaceship with enough room for like
10.
20 people out of everybody on Earth.
Mhm.
They're gonna go out there, do some, science, come back, and we're all dead.
We're all dead. Dude, I want to be dead then. I'm not going to try and repopulate the Earth with like 9 coworkers. No. No.
If the task is repopulate the Earth, sign me up.
If that's all I have to do.
Exactly.
No, you got to survive. Dude, there's no showers at the moment. You got to figure out which coworkers able to lactate.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no hope really. I mean,
it's exciting because it's new and it's weird and it's cool and it's impressive and all the things you can do with AI, And I've been using it a lot more just for tasks,
Sure.
But it's also scary.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand it and I don't know. It keeps getting better and I don't understand the scope of how good it will get. and I don't know what the end game is, and I
Yeah.
don't think they know, the people who are making it. So like that's why
No.
it's scary.
They're mad.
But I'm also interested.
Intrigued. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
wanna
curious.
see.
I'm curious how
I'll
far
take
this
a
thing
look.
will take.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if it's a net positive for humanity, they start curing diseases, teaching us how to live long or whatever. Like, that's best case scenario,
Yeah, that is best case scenario.
We have a lot of worst case scenarios that could happen.
Uh-huh.
But
Best case,
best
we're all
case,
living good.
Exactly. And
not
that's
gonna
why
happen.
I think why we're doing it. I hope. Well, that's why the people are doing it for best case scenario and not like
Yeah, I couldn't
take
see-
over the world villain.
Yeah, I don't see that.
You know what I mean?
I see best case scenario.
Oh.
I'll believe that one. No, I think we're toast. We're fucked.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun to watch. It is gonna be.
It'll
It
be
is
impressive.
gonna be. I think it's gonna wind down very quick.
Well, like once
When
it's
it
like
does.
space holograms and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
that's gonna be impressive.
Yeah.
Like when are they gonna
Whoa.
roll out one of those?
Yeah. Like a giant UFO. Like whoa,
where
like
it looks real.
yeah.
Yeah.
No one's gonna buy that either. By the way.
No, I know, but it'll be impressive to watch.
Yeah, but just like the protests, they're not gonna believe
not-
the UFO
right.
shit. They're gonna be like, they're doing it again.
Exactly.
That'll be their MSNBC.
Yeah. The UFOs.
The holograms.
Yeah.
Holograms of the aliens in the mall, and people don't run anymore. Just like government propaganda.
Yeah. That's all it really feels like now to me.
Yeah,
All the current UFO stuff just feels like a distraction.
for sure. But it's our. I was thinking about this. It's our distraction, and it's like we look at that as a negative, but it's almost like we're mad that they're telling us what to be distracted by. We were already watching the Kardashians.
I know, but I'm mad by the hint, like the insinuation that it might be true. So that's the thing, because
Right.
I'm someone who's looking for truth,
Right.
like looking for what's real.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to sell me something that isn't real as if it's real because you want me to like be entertained, be distracted,
Yeah.
my attention to be on that, that's what annoys me about it.
Yeah. Just
Otherwise, I'd love to spend time researching about it because it's the most incredible, like if it was real. But
Yeah.
because it's probably not, or who knows, it feels like a waste of time on some level.
You've heard it here first.
I just have a hard time committing to conspiracies like that, as much as I'd love to.
Yeah.
And I find them interesting. But I'm also like, but it's probably not real. You know what I mean? But
Like what's a
like
conspiracy?
UFO stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you want it to be real? Like a small party?
Well, no, I'm just been following it. So I know the information. And I don't like that they're acting like it could be real.
Right.
Because in
Right.
my head, I'm like, it's probably not.
Right.
All this stuff that defies physics and the natural thing, the world we know,
Yeah.
It's like, that sounds like someone wants it to be that, but it's maybe not that,
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to be spending too much time in believing the theory that it could be,
Right.
just because it might not be, and it probably isn't,
Yeah.
whatever,
Especially when they've been caught like faking shit about
Yeah.
that specific like when
And
they
it's been
presented
decades at this point,
Yeah.
It's like we would know something, or if we do, there are obviously reasons why we don't. Whatever, like,
Sure.
I just don't think it's as much there as they're trying to make us think is there,
Yeah.
But maybe, I don't know, I want to believe that there is, but again, I can't allow myself to.
Yeah. I can't allow myself to think they're from like they're beings from another planet. That's dumb
Or
as shit.
dimension. Do you subscribe to the different dimension theory? They're not from a different planet. They're from a different dimension.
Maybe, but like not like I think they're demons.
But
I think that makes the most sense to me.
do you think that that's just your word
Yeah, maybe.
for what these aliens are
No, I think
and have been throughout history?
you think that's my word or like
It's just
the Christian
a word
explanation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real biblical like definition of what exactly they are. I don't think.
So
Other than like obviously
it-
fallen angels, but what does that mean? Does that mean a body
right.
from the
Exactly.
what exactly? We don't know what they
Yeah.
look like. We don't know what they turned into.
So it could be an alien.
It could be an alien.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't think they come from other planets. I don't think they live on. I think they're the thing that makes
They live
most
on
sense.
Earth?
Yeah, they either live on Earth,
Interdimensional?
under the Earth, interdimensional, like shit we don't understand because it's
Yeah.
on a different plane.
Frequency or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. The hell it's, I think they're fucking demons from hell, and this shit's gonna wrap up real quick.
All right. Well, we will see. I mean,
Yeah,
AI's taken off, so
yeah,
it's only a matter of seconds probably before we find out what's going to happen at some level.
yeah. No matter what side you're on of the AI ASMR battle, I just want to encourage you to never protest a day in your life because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.